Welcome to Texas Today. I'm Kristen Dickerson. April is Autism Acceptance Month. It's a time to raise awareness to promote autism acceptance, to celebrate each individual's unique differences, and to foster inclusivity and connectedness. Here to share her family's journey into autism is Lola Dada-Olley. She's an attorney and the founder of the Not Your Mama's Autism podcast. It is so lovely to be with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is said that only 1 to 2% of the entire world's population lives with autism. I was 9 years old when my baby brother was first diagnosed. Over 20 years later, I would not only give birth to one child who would later be diagnosed with autism, but two.
Will you tell us about your family and specifically your journey into autism and when that started?
It started back in 1989, so picture a time before social media, before these autism acceptance campaigns that are becoming more of an every year occurrence today.
Yeah.
My baby brother, Kunle, and Kunle, by the way, is Yoruba. It's our Nigerian traditional language. It literally means joy has filled the home in Yoruba. So my baby brother was diagnosed with autism and intellectual disability. About 18 months prior to that, he was talking, and all of a sudden one day he stopped. And to this day, he remains non-speaking. So that's where my family's journey began.
My family and I look forward to telling you our story through this multi-generational lens. Our podcast will go there.
What would you want people to know about your brother?
He is so kind and compassionate and just authentically himself. Mm-hmm. He has taught me too many things. He's my life's greatest teacher.
Oh.
He shows me that the importance of dancing sometimes like no one is watching. And he's taught me probably more than anything the importance of communication and how communication doesn't always have to be conventional.
Wow.
It takes on many forms.
Wow. Something happened in your life that changed the trajectory for you and your family and also led to you becoming a lawyer. Will you tell me that?
Yes, it was definitely one of the things that made me think of law school. And quick backdrop, law school, not in the sense of necessarily practicing law, although I do practice law today. It was more of we needed someone in the family to have an understanding of the various laws and the frameworks of the various laws. And I thought that that would be most useful after this story. Both my brothers at the time, they were teenagers. My other brother, Wale, he's our middle child. He was out driving Kunle. Kunle loves being driven around. Even until this day, it soothes him. It's a form of his self-soothing. We were driving around our neighborhood and the police stopped them. The matter escalated quickly. Wale ended up on the hood of a car. He's a fairly new driver, driving by the book and all those things. My baby brother, as a trauma response, we think, started shaking incessantly. My other brother, restrained, still managed to say, "My brother can't talk. He can't talk." The matter de-escalated after that for reasons we don't know. But it taught us to just be as ready as one can be in such a situation. We felt very helpless. We wondered what would happen if that police officer had opened up that door and met a teenage boy whose behavior is seen by society as abnormal.
Let's jump ahead into the future, into now,
Sure.
where you continue to be an incredible advocate, specifically through your podcast. Will you tell me about it?
So the Not Your Mama's Autism podcast takes listeners through this multi-generational autism journey from that first diagnosis in 1989 to the present day. Because I believe that nothing you've been through is wasted. So the advocacy muscles that I built in caring for my brother, I would soon need it as a mom. So I shifted from sibling caregiver to parent caregiver. And I have two amazing children, ages 11 and 13, although they think they're both 30. So I'm dealing with the teen and preteen, so please pray for us.
God bless you, my friend.
So my baby girl, actually, we joke and say she's the child that my brother never had, because their behaviors actually mimic each other sometimes. And she's also, she's actually minimally verbal, maximum opinionated. And my son is also on the spectrum, but his autism manifests more, I would say, sensory challenge centric, maybe some social skills centric.
What does this month mean to you? And knowing that so many people are raising awareness about this right now.
I see Autism Acceptance Month as an invitation for a mind shift. So when I think acceptance, I don't think of it as the end goal. I think of it as more near the starting line. Maybe awareness is the start and acceptance is on the way. The ultimate goal is authentic inclusion. I invite people to start thinking of themselves more as inclusive design architects. Those with differently wired brains are human as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your journey and for sharing it with us today.
Thank you. Thank you again so much for having me.
Our honor. To learn more about the Not Your Mama's Autism podcast or to listen to all of the seasons, visit notyourmamasautism.com.